Good afternoon. This is your host for the evening, Rutuja Dalvi. I am coordinating with the Alternate Angle Academy. I am a course coordinator and I welcome all of you today here, all of the participants and so. Uh, I'd like to let you know what we are exactly and what we do. So, Alternate Angle Academy is a knowledge sharing platform for built environment. And as an academy, we aim to create a learning where senior professionals working in industry share their practical knowledge with the participants, because all of us know that only having a degree is not enough, right? We need some certificate, some practical exposure to actually work in the field. So that is the aim for us to provide to our students. We are here today for one preview session of ours, that is Ideology of Light, as all of you know. It will be mentored by Mr. Nishit Mehrish, who has just joined us. Um he is joining us from Mumbai. And good afternoon, sir. I
Very
hope
good
you're having a
afternoon.
great Saturday.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'd like to give you all a brief introduction about our mentor today, that is Mr. Nishit Mehrish. And after that, we can just start our session. So, Mr. Nishit Mehrish has over 15 plus years of experience as an architectural lighting designer and planner. He is the founder and owner of his own firm, Visive Lighting Designs, and practicing from Mumbai, India. He has worked in residential, commercial, retail, and hospitality in interiors and exterior lighting with prominent architects and builders. His practice aims at providing energy saving and economic solutions for lighting projects. So, Mr. Mehrish has graduated from Delhi University in Fine Arts, and he has networking engineering from IIHT Delhi. He had studied interior design from Academy of Applied Arts, Mumbai. He is an associate and registered member of ISLE, that is Indian Society of Lighting Engineers. I hope one of the participants is a member of ISLE, if I recollect correctly. He is also involved in teaching as a visiting faculty and conducting seminars in colleges and Mumbai. Today, Nishit sir is with us to explain what he has planned for the actual six session course. We will have a small presentation by him, and it will be followed by question and answers round. So you all can ask if you have any doubts. And without any further ado, sir, I'd like you to take over from here. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rutuja. And a very good afternoon to everyone who has attended this. And I really appreciate, and it's a privilege to me that we will be starting this course along with the good name into the Academy of, and maybe a knowledge sharing with the alternate angle. And today I will be just giving you a brief about the course what we are starting from the next month, which is 5th of June. And in that we will be sharing knowledge about the light, like in many of the projects and into the architecture and interior design, the people think about, they have some skeptical issues about the lighting, how to illuminate the space. So that's what we are going to give you a knowledge about into the this ideology of light. And as Rutuja said, that I am a practicing lighting designer in Mumbai, and we have been working with different architects, residential projects, and developers also, where we are doing the facade lighting as well as the interiors, the landscape lighting, and as well as the hospitality projects also. In hospitality, see, every project has different aspect of the lighting. Like when you talk about the retail, when you talk about residence, when you talk about hospitality, when you talk about the medical also, the healthcare lighting also needs to be take care. Then in each and every project you need to think about a different lighting theme altogether. So I will be showing you a basic some images of in terms of the presentation, where I can explain you that what is the importance of this particular course and what is the importance of light. So Rutuja, can I share my screen now?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, just a minute. So are you able to view this screen?
I can see it's participants. It would be great if you can let us know if the screen is visible for you all.
Everybody, please put in into the checkbox. You can raise your hand, and so that we will get the confirmation that everybody is able to view this. Rituja, please confirm that. No?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, I got some hand raised from 3 of the people. You might be looking at the others also, Rituja. Hello.
Yeah, sir. It is visible, sir. You
Okay.
can start with the presentation.
Okay. So we will be starting with the first query that everybody has in their mind, that what is light? Now, the light is, when we started looking at the light at the earlier, the light was supposed to be just a roshni. In the very simple manner, we can think about that the light is a roshni earlier. And we started light illuminating the spaces earlier with the natural things like fire and different means of illuminating the spaces. Now, in today's scenario, in today's world, when we talk about the light, it has completely changed the entire scenario, the entire theory, the entire mind process, the entire design process has changed in terms of the light now. So now here, when we talk about the light, then in terms of the lighting design and in the lighting design theory, we think that light is as an illumination. It is not just light, it is a particle, it is a rays, it is a wave, it is, you can say it is a material also. So when you talk about the lighting design, particularly in this area, we will talk about the illumination more, rather just a light. So when we talk about the lighting design, we need to think about not only in lighting design, whenever you're doing any design of any project, like if you're doing an interior designing, if you're doing an architectural designing of any structure of a building, then you need to think about that what is the design mentality behind. You need to think about the aspects, you need to think about the prospects, then you need to think about the purpose of it. So here in the light also, we need to think about the design mentality, then we need to go with the purpose of the light. So light as an illumination, if you see in the image, I have, this is a triangular, which is a crystal. So light is always travels into the particles, into the rays and into the wave formation. So we tend to see the light only in one color, which is white. Light always has only one color, which is white color. So when you see it with some sort of means, like you can see over here, we have this crystal. So when the light is passing through that, you will see a different prisms coming out of it, different color of light is coming out of it, which we generally have it in regular terms, which is red, green and blue, RGB. Everybody is aware of that. So in that way, the light is always travels into the formation of different color and different prisms. Now this is the just a minute. Now, this is the way how, which I just explained about the research about the lighting, that previously we were having only the fire as a means of light. Then we came into the candle lighting. Again, that is also means of fire, but now that is something evolved another way, that we are not using only the sunlight or the fire, then fire can be used into the candles. Then we came into the research of electrical lighting, and then we are going into the, right now we are going into the advanced lighting theme, that in our lighting fixtures, which we call a solid state lighting now. So these are the different, and still we are emerging on different researches about the lighting, how we can have a different light forms, light fixtures and light elements. So that is what we are thinking about in terms of the advanced lighting theme. So this is the overall cycle of researching about the lighting. Like this is the sunlight, then we have electrical lighting. From the sunlight, we are getting the candle light. Then we have electrical light, then we have advanced electrical light, and then we are still going on with the evolving research of the lighting over here. Now, then second is the light as interaction. Now, what is interaction? When you talk about the interaction, that something, a project has to interact with you. So light always has to give you some interaction. So if you see in this image, I have shown one image of a drawing. This is a retail showroom, and then this is an actual picture of the project. Now over here, what is the interaction of the light when you're going to a retail segment or any of your places, even in the residences? The light always give you some interaction. It gives you the orientation toward any project or toward any object. So into the retail segment, when you talk about particularly, it is the main role where the light plays about the merchandise highlight. So this is the interaction when you talk about the light has to give you in terms of any project, any location, or any object. Then this is the main area which we talk about particularly into the light, that what is the main interaction, how the light interacts with. In the previous slide, I have shown you that the interactions of the light into the space. Now, how the light interact into those spaces, that is more important. So when you talk about the interaction, that has to have four aspects. One is the reflection, then your transmission, your absorption, and then scattering. Now, what is reflection? Reflection is the light bouncing towards your eyes from that particular object, irrespective of the properties of that particular object, whether it is a shiny surface, it is a matte surface, or it is a completely see-through surface. So when you talk about the shiny surface and the matte surface, that comes with the reflection of the light. It bounces light towards you, then you will be able to see that particular object. When you talk about the see-through or maybe a opaque or a transmission, then the light comes into transmission. The transmission is more use, or maybe we can say the transmission of light is used into the areas where we have the very huge heighted places or maybe a display windows. So that is a transmission. Actually, transmission is used for particularly daylighting, that how much light you are getting from the sun and how much you are getting it inside your offices and how much you are getting outside your in the open environment. Then we have the absorption. The absorption of the light is about that how much light is being absorbed by that particular object, particular table, particular wall, or all your materials which you are using in your interior projects, as well as the exterior of the projects. Then we have the scattering. The scattering is more about that illumination into the ambience. See, then all of you are aware of, there is a very common term which we generally use. You must have heard by many vendors, many different many field related people who are giving you three terms of the lighting, that is task lighting, ambience lighting, and the focus lighting. So here we have all these three into the one way, like reflection, transmission, absorption, and the scattering. Now, scattering is more about the ambience lighting, that the light, these areas is illuminated in such a way that the light is giving you a uniformity, or you can say it's a even lighting. Now, overall, coming to the gist of this, we have three major things which you need to cater when you're doing a lighting design in any of the project. One is the visual performance, second is your visual environment, and third is your visual comfort. Now, visual performance is what? It is more relates to your product. What product you are using, that is a visual performance. So when you talk about visual performance, it is the illumination level and the glare controls of that particular light or fixture has inside it. That is the visual performance. Then we have visual environment. Visual environment is more about the, as I said, reflection, absorption, and transmission, and scattering also. That is dependent upon your surface, the area, or maybe the project which you are designing in terms of the lighting design for interiors as well as the exterior. That has a visual environment, like how you're gonna if you have a retail store where you have to highlight the merchandise and you have used many of the objects which are having the shiny surfaces. So there you need to use a fixture or the light illumination, which is not bouncing back to you. It just has to highlight your merchandise. Then you have direction of light. Like suppose you have the mannequins at the front edge of the showroom. So that has to have a directional light, which is to spotlight only the particular object which you wanted to highlight. Then you have into the merchandise, you wanted to highlight different colors. So that light color has to be highlighted with your particular light selection of your light. So this is the visual environment which you are going to see along with the light, from the light. Then we have the visual comfort. Now, visual comfort has two different things. One is the light intensity and the color rendering. Now, visual comfort, generally, it is more of a technical term in terms of when you're doing a lighting design for any project. Like visual comfort in the, say, light intensity, that what is the wattage you require, what is the beam angle you require, that is the light intensity. Then you have color renderings. Color renderings generally used for the particular area where you need to highlight the spaces in terms of the prominence of the color. Like you all are aware of that different color temperatures are being used into the lighting industry. Right from the beginning, we were earlier supposed to use 6500 color temperatures, which is a pure white color. We can say it's a cool white. Then we came to neutral white, which is ranging from 4000 kelvins to up to 5500 kelvins. Then we are now using 3000 kelvins and 2700 kelvins of color temperature. So that is all depending upon the color renderings. That all we are going to cover up into the entire course. We will give you more information about what is the color rendering, how you will get to know about more into the color, achieving that color rendering, and what is the color renderings good for your particular space of the project, into the interiors as well as the exteriors also. Okay, then we have light as a color and the shadow. Now, what is color? How the light is going to affect your color in your environment, as I explained to you, that visual environment and visual comfort. So that all depends upon the color of your space. And then we have the shadow, how light is playing a different role in terms of the shadow. Now, if you see in the both the images are having same two balls with the same color, but we have two different formation of light. The first one is having a diffuse light. You have two bright colors on side walls. One is the green, the other one is the red. Now, when we go ahead with the different color themes into the course, you will get to learn that how the color management affects the light and how the light is affecting to the your color management of your entire space, your product and your object, and even your entire project also. So in this, you will see a different shade of the light traveling from one object to the color, and then you have the shadow of light traveling from the other object and on to the wall also. So both the things are correlated to each other, but all comes together in different way of designing the light into a particular project, whether it is an interior project, whether it is an exterior project. In most of the cases, when you talk about the interiors, you will have lot of objects, lot of material lineup inside the interiors. You have wall effects, you have wallpapers, you have different color of furniture, you have different flooring. So that all depends upon, and it all correlates with your lighting theme when you talk about into the interiors of your project. Similarly, into the exterior of your project, when you're designing any exterior lighting design of any of your project where you wanted to highlight the surfaces, you wanted to highlight your landscape, you wanted to highlight your driveways. So that all correlates with the lighting, with the shadow and the color of the object also. So lighting is always relates to the color as well as the shadow and the material of the project and the object also. Okay, nowadays we are all are aware of, many of them heard about the human-centric lighting. Now, what is human-centric lighting? It always relates to your well-being, to your health. So in this course, we are going to elaborate more in detail how the light is going to affect to the well-being of a human being, as well as how it's going to affect to your health. Nowadays, everybody, we are living in a very hard time right now. We have this pandemic going on. So most of us are living inside our house, and we are spending many more time inside the house rather getting out of the house and having the exposure to the sun, to the natural environment. So it is all affecting to our health. Now, how it is going to affect, that all we are going to elaborate in detail about into this course. Like we have the day lighting and then we have the artificial lighting. So how it's going to affect, that is, we call it as a circadian rhythm. So this circadian rhythm detail we will be explaining you in this course once you get into this. Then in the overall gist which I've explained to you in this presentation, this is about the space design, how we are going to design the light for interiors, for exterior, for landscape, In interiors, we have different segments. We have retail, we have hospitality, we have residentials, we have healthcare spaces, we have commercials. Now in commercials, you have different spaces. You have offices, interiors, you have malls, you have amphitheaters, you have PVRs like cinema halls, you have different lighting theme altogether. That is all about the interior. When you talk about the exterior, in exterior you have different spaces. You need to highlight the alcoves, the sitting alcoves. You need to highlight the building facades. You need to highlight the crown of the building. You need to highlight the driveways. You need to highlight the areas which are more accessible to the people into the exterior environment. So this is all about the space designing. In the overall, if I'll say, the lighting is more about the space design, whether it is an interior or an exterior of your project. It is more of your space design. You might be an expert into the designing of the interior of your project, but not be an expert into the lighting design. So in this course, you will learn more about how to design a light to particular residence, to particular hospital, to particular healthcare space, to particular mall, to particular food court, to particular your landscape, your monuments also. Nowadays, we are highlighting monuments also with different facades. But in that also, in the previous time, we were supposed to highlight just with the floodlights. Now, we need to accentuate the architecture. So how to do that? That is all we are going to elaborate. We are going to give you more detailed study about illuminating the spaces, not just light up the spaces. We will be giving you the study of illuminating the spaces into this course. That's it. Rutuja, now quickly, if you can take over in this.
Yeah, sir. So first of all, thank you so much. It was a wonderful presentation, and I hope it included all of the sessions components. So
Yes.
to participants now, do you guys have any questions? You can just raise your hands. You can unmute yourself or you can type in the chat box, any which way. Anybody has any questions?
If anybody has any question if in relates to the course, I hope you must have gone through with the website where you have you can take a look the entire the course which we are going to cover up, different topics which we are going to cover up in this, and then you will learn more about in terms of the lighting design, particularly not only lighting design. We will be more happy if you learn about the light first, and not only light, the illumination is more important, just the light. So if anybody has any query in relates to the course or in relates to anything right now, you can just put up into the checkbox or you can unmute yourself. I think everybody is well versed, Rutuja.
I can see one raised hand, RK Param. Is it now or had you raised it before? Param sir, do you have anything to say?
He just texted, nothing.
All right. All right. So before we close up, I'll just like to go through some general questions which participants might be having about the course.
Yeah.
So who should take this course? Like who for whom it is suitable?
See, particularly the lighting, it's correlates with the architecture and interior, somewhere into the MEP also in mechanical, electrical, and plumbing in the project. But it is, I would recommend that people who are concerned to the industry of construction, they should take this into the line, because somewhere and somehow light is always correlates to every aspect of the project with the minute things also. Not to the areas which is openly construction, but yes, when you talk about the in terms of the aesthetics and to have a space illumination, the people who are more concerned to the architecture and interiors, even to the construction line, they should join it, and they will get to learn more about in detail about the lighting design and particularly the illumination.
All right, sir. And this is a 6 session course, right?
Yes.
So will we get to see some practical applications, or will it be entirely theory based?
No, there will be a theory. See, it is more of about learning. And when you talk about the practicals is always give you the experiencing when you are doing it your own.
Correct.
I can show many of the projects and some reference images, and yes, there will be some pictorials along with the theory, but yes, there will be some theory also which we need to learn about how the light and illumination derive and changes, which I just explained to the gist of it into the presentation, that started from sun, then we are coming up with the advanced research of the light. Still it is going on in very mass way, so that all will be there covered up into the entire course.
Okay, sir. And will you be giving any assignments or something to our students?
Yes, I will be giving like I will be, as I said, that lighting design is more of a practical knowledge.
Correct.
Yes, you need to learn about into the theories, but yes, if you don't do it in practicals, you won't be able to learn what you have learned into the theory. So we will be giving the assignments to the all the alumni who are going to join this, who will be a part of it. Then we will be giving them practical assignments. I know how the time persists and whatever the situation when we start again. So according to that, we will be giving some reading materials as well as some practical knowledge also.
All right, so I guess that is more than enough. So I think we have come to an end to the session.
Yeah.
Before we leave, this is particularly for the participants.
Hmm.
This let me remind you guys that the actual course is starting from next Saturday, that is 5th June, and the timings will be the same from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. every Saturday for next 6 Saturdays. There will be 6 sessions. It is a 2 hour course, and the course bookings are open right now. And if you book till tomorrow, that is 30th of May, the fees will be 2,360. That is actually half of than the original price. If you can book even after tomorrow, but then you'll have to pay the original fees, that is 4,720. And all of you will be getting the certificate of either completion or participation. Sir will decide that depending upon your performance. And I guess that is it for today. If you guys have any questions, you can just contact us. You all have my WhatsApp number, right? I'll just mention it here once again. And you can email us at help@alternateangle.academy. So I hope to see all of you there next Saturday. I'm sure sir will be happy to teach you.
Yes, yes, I will be. In fact, just teaching is not just to give you a knowledge sharing. Even whosoever is going to join, I would love to have people more and more into this, so that, because you see, you have to learn at every step of your life. You will have to learn everything. So whenever whosoever is going to join in, they will be cross questioning onto that. So I shall also learn about more in detail from them, because the people who are going to join it, as I said, that it is more suitable for the people who are relates to the construction line, maybe the interior designers, the MEPs, the architectures, the architects, and the construction people. So because they are working live on the project, so they have different theory, different challenges coming up at every point of the project. So that would be a more of like a knowledge sharing rather just a teaching over here.
Correct, correct. So I guess we have naturally come to an end to this session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time and this wonderful presentation. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
participants, for attending this. And I hope to see you all.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day, everyone.
Have a nice day to all of you. Stay safe, stay blessed.